Orazio, Ippolito, what are we preparing today?
We're making our Braciole sliders today.
Which I understand won the overall best in the Taste of Buffalo.
Yes.
You're always winning something over there, every year.
We try to do something good.
Unbelievable. I'm excited.
Okay, so we're going to take our hot saute pan here, put just a little olive oil in there. It's a very simple, dish. A lot of people have different variations on it, but for us, we like to put a little bit of chopped onions. We'll put some celery and carrots, and we're just going to let this cook down just a little bit so it's not so crunchy.
Little mirepoix thing
Exactly.
going on there?
You got a little mirepoix. We're just going to let this cook off for a little bit. Okay. And you don't have to cook it too soft because we're going to be baking the Braciole for about an hour, and then we're going to be roasting it and braising it in the sauce for another 4 hours. So while that's going, we're going to make our force meat. And you can change it if you want veal, but for this specific one, we use a little bit of ground beef. We use a mild Italian sausage.
And we've removed the skin from that.
Yes, remove the casing from it. We're going to take a little bit of chopped salami, capicola, and ham. And, you can put as much, if you want something spicy, you can use a spicy capicola. If you want to put prosciutto, you can put some prosciutto in there. But this is what we choose to do. And then I'll have you chop up a little bit of fresh basil and parsley.
And this is exactly how you make it in the restaurant?
Exactly like the restaurant. And exactly when we do volume, we had to make 3,200 of these for the taste. So
and sold every one of them?
Sold every one of them.
Oh.
And then we're going to, while you're chopping the basil, I'm going to put an egg in here to help bind it. I'll put a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of garlic. If you want, you can throw the garlic into the mirepoix, but you don't need to.
You can saute if you wanted to.
Exactly.
It's not necessary.
So we'll take a nice pinch of that, throw it in. Yep, you can do that.
All right,
and I'll have you do
basil.
Yep, and we'll do a little bit of the parsley also.
All right, so a little bit of fresh parsley.
So this mixture is good. And that's all you want to do. You just want to soften a little bit, let the flavors cook into each other. So we'll set this off to the side now, let it cool off a little bit while you're putting the parsley in.
And I can use flat leaf parsley or the curly parsley,
yep,
correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
And then we'll throw in our breadcrumb.
And those are seasoned breadcrumbs,
yes, seasoned breadcrumb with just garlic, oregano, parsley, salt, and pepper. So it's almost a meatball. Yeah. You're making a meatball. And we're going to throw in our carrot, celery, and onion mixture.
And this is something that you have on your menu?
Yes. We have it every Sunday. We normally serve it with homemade potato gnocchi.
Oh, man.
People drive from Rochester for it. It's something that we just do special for Sundays. So
make it special, keep it special.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
So we have our force meat made, which is just any type of meat that you have egg and a binder, whether it's breadcrumb and things added to it. And we're going to pound the meat, which is just top round, sliced thin. You can have your butcher slice it to about 1/4 of an inch. And we'll get the gauntlet out, which is our mallet. And we'll beat that nice and thin. You're just trying to pound it out a little bit to spread the meat around and to tenderize it.
And you can make this ahead of time, leave it in the fridge before you're ready to...
Exactly. So I actually do both sides just to break out the tendons like you said. And again, we're going to be cooking this for 4 to 5 hours total, so it will make it tender just by that process. And I'm going to take a little bit of this force meat, put it right in the center of the meat, and you're going to take that hard-boiled egg, slice her in half. You can put a little bit of salt and pepper if you feel in the center, depending on what your tolerance is for that, but I always season everything. And then we'll take that egg and we'll put it right on the top here.
This is the way my grandmother used to make it, I want to tell you that.
Exactly. And then we're going to roll the Braciole. Some people, if you're not comfortable when you roll the Braciole and it seems to open up on you, you can get some butcher's twine and actually tie them. A lot of people will tie the Braciole. And we don't, because when we do it for volume, we'll pack a sheet pan with like 75 of them. And just by them being pushed together, we'll actually keep them from opening up. So what we'll do here is any type of roasting pan, you can take and put a little bit of garlic butter down or olive oil if you don't want the garlic butter. And we're going to top it with a little bit of the garlic butter. And then we're going to top it with a little bit of your onion powder and garlic powder, salt and pepper. Again, we season everything. And we're going to bake it for about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes until it reaches about 150 degrees.
And unsauced for first
unsauced,
hour.
Just to brown it and caramelize that sugar in the meat. Okay, so we're going to put some sauce on that.
Now this is your homemade patented sauce, I understand.
Exactly. And we're going to cover this with foil and we'll pop it right in the oven for about 3.5 hours.
Oh, that smells smells awesome.
Oh, it does smell great. So we got our nice Braciole there.
I think it'll just melt in your mouth.
And you can see the egg inside
egg.
there. All that meat cooked right in. And we'll put a little bit of mozzarella cheese, put it on that sandwich.
Now I see why you won the overall best in the Taste of Buffalo.
Thanks, Art. For this award-winning dish and many others, come to Orazio's 9415 Main Street in Clarence. Come dine with me, Western New York.